Everyone, welcome to this video where I'm going to show you how to properly set up the Pandectes app in order to be fully compliant with Google's cookie requirements. So first, after you install the app, you need to select the plan. Let's go with the plus, as the free is not really sufficient, sadly. So let's authorize it right now. Now, the next step is to enable the app in the AMP in the theme, which is very simple. Let's just do that now. Oh yeah, we already have it here, so we can just go back and then we activate banner. You can, if you want, you can do a compliance check. It's not really necessary, up to you. Next, we go into settings and then into banner, and we're gonna need to do some changes. So let's discuss a bit what the settings are and what you need to pay attention to. So essentially, legally speaking, the customers should have an option to decline the cookies, and even the first banner should have the decline button. However, the problem is, from your perspective, you need as many people as possible to accept, because only if people accept, you can properly track them and have the information about your ad performance. So, as a bit of a 50-50, as a bit of a compromise, what works best for us is that if this section, we switch here to accept only, and then people, if they hit preferences, they can still decline. So it's not like they're completely forced to decline the cookie, to accept the cookies. It's just we make it a little bit harder for them to decline. Now, what's very, very important are two things. Again, in order to be fully compliant with Google, you need to adjust this thing here. If you go into content, you need to adjust this thing, because it's not enough to just link to your own policy, but you also need to link to the Google's privacy terms. It's fine to keep this text as it is. That's fine. And here, unless you have a dedicated cookie policy, you simply switch to your privacy policy instead. Depends on your website. And what's also super important is that this default text that's here, it's insufficient, and you actually need it to say this, add this one sentence. This is something confirmed directly by Google Reps, and if you just make this text sound like this, you are good to go. Some other settings are concerned, you can play around with style and whatnot. And also, if your site is not in English, there's a very neat translation module, so you can make this work in all languages. That's not really a problem. So this is just a basic guide how to get you started with Pandectes. As long as you do these very simple steps, you're good to go and you're compliant with Google. Just a heads up, as I was saying, just a heads up, what you should see here in this consent stats is that essentially if you're at 85 to 90% of accepted, you've done your homework and the app is working as it's supposed to. If the percentage is lower or significantly lower, you've made some sort of mistake and you should recheck your setup. That's it. Thank you.